Welcome to BudeTV. Today is another day. We have a set of discussion about African politics, especially for politicians who their wealth when they join the political arena, and after they're elected and now they become a ruling party or member of parliament or politician. We want to see what is the growth or the advantage they take. So today I'm here with Mr. Richard. Welcome to
Thank you
BudeTV.
for another day. We're going to be talking, just like you said, about African politicians,
Yes.
their wealth
Yes.
before they enter politics, during their era in politics, and after they leave the office. So this is what we're just going to discuss, and let the citizens. It
Yes.
doesn't matter. We're not talking about one particular country.
Yes.
We are talking generally about Africa in general.
So can we start with maybe Nigeria? How do you see like the politician today? I'm a politician and I enter the public public office. What do you see that changes
Uh,
in terms of wealth and influence?
in politics, generally in Africa, in politics, inclusive of Nigeria, you see, that is the reason why you see ordinary people, even those people that have good idea to make things happen, or they have a good mind to do something good for
things.
their country. They don't have opportunity to get into the office. So you have those that are already making money. They are in the position to get into whatever office they are vying for. So it boils down to where you have people in Africa. The only way you can get to serve the people is that you have to be rich prior to getting there. Or to some extent, even if you are not rich, you have to find a way to get money, to become to get a position and be elected.
Right.
And when you go borrowing money to join politics,
Yes.
and you get elected, the first thing that comes to mind is how do you pay this money back? And those people that were dancing to your tune, those people that help you, that help you press the buttons in different corner during the campaign period,
Yes.
how do you pay them back? So at the end of the day, you end up not actually serving the people that you are elected to serve, but you are serving people that
Put
help
you
you. They didn't put
They
those
put
people
you there with the money.
indirectly. They put you there with the money because, in a way, yes, because you have the money.
Yes.
You can go and bribe people. You in Africa, for example, in some other places, you have people selling their vote for a bag of rice, because they need to survive. But this is where the politicians take advantage of the people that are vulnerable. So, in the essence, when you get money to get into politics, so you want to get that money back first and foremost, settle those people that help you get there before you even think of anything. So you don't have the interest of the people at heart in the first place. But not everybody. There are a few of them that will say, you know what, I still know where I'm coming from. It was hard for me to get here, but I'm here to serve the people, and I will just do that. But majority of them, they don't. So they just get there. It's how they're going to just fill their pocket, fill up their accounts and do all this sort of shit. That is the reason.
So
you see
what
them
I'm
like that.
hearing is that there are very few chances for people, just if you common citizen, to join the political arena without the push of money. Like you could have a brilliant idea or manifesto to run
For election.
for election, but without people to push you there with money. And I've seen that also actually in Kenya, that sometimes you have to be a household, or you have to be someone who is being supported by money, because really getting up there, and it also depends. Like I hear that different level of government, like in Kenya we do have MCA, which is the lowest, then you have women leader, you have the member of parliament, you have governor, you have senate, and you have the president, and all those levels requires good campaign, and good campaign requires money. And sometimes, as you said from your side, that you're going to need to take advantage of people who you pretend that you're going to represent, but when you get there you actually forget them, and you'll return back after 5 years to say this, to sing the same song.
If you go to Kenya, you say, you know what, let me go. I want to be a politician. I want to
And
go back
vie
to
for a
Kenya,
seat,
vie
yes.
for the seat. When you get there, before you go there, you must have laid your foundation. You must have done the legwork. And if you get there, depending on the political party you want to join, you'll be surprised. They will be telling you, "Excuse me, it doesn't work like that.
Yes, yes.
You just can't come.
Yes. You
There
know
are
how
there
they
are,
say,
there are there are people here before you.
you
Everybody
know how
have
they
their
say in
turn."
Kenya, they say kwa ground mambo ni different, meaning in the ground the way you see from when you're in diaspora or when you're in Canada is very totally different ball game. Like
Yeah.
you get there are people you have to dance to their tune for you to be able to open different doors.
Yeah.
And like here, when if you stand for a seat or you're vying for a seat, it's your ideas that
And you
welcome
campaign,
get,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
campaign, and actually people get money back for putting money to your
Yeah.
campaign. So I understand what you mean. Like you will say, oh, I have these brilliant ideas, I'm leaving Canada and I want to vie for a seat, but you'll find things are totally different, and people are so used to that kind of corruption where I'll give you 2 sack of maize or sugar, and you kind of feel like I'm going to represent you, but when I get there, the 5 years, I totally forget about you, and you'll see another sack of maize or sugar the next time I'm coming to look for votes. And now, because as you're saying, the wealth comes in, because once you get inside, you want to get more influence, more wealth, so that the next election you're able to still go. If you give me 2 sack, maybe this time you give me 3, and I'll have forgotten.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works in Nigeria.
You know, it's this is not even it's not peculiar to one country. You discover that this is what goes on everywhere in that continent, in Africa. And you think that this only goes on in Kenya, and then somebody will tell you, say, oh, excuse me, this is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. And you meet a Ghanaian and say, oh, are you kidding me? It's exactly what is happening. So everywhere this is what is happening. I think the irony there is that when you get money, or you don't have money, or somehow you find a way into politics.
Yes.
So what is painful about it is that when you not all of them, but majority of them. So if majority of them are that bad, you might as well just say that's why everybody is bad. So when you are there, I mean the politicians now, when they get there, they're not serving the people anymore. They serve themselves.
Yeah.
They're looking for money to feed their pocket,
And their kids.
and they're getting paid like I mean, it depends on the country. If some politicians, if you know what they are being paid, you'll be surprised. Even far more than developed world.
And also a lot of backup doors, because if you need some doors to be open, you have to approach this person with
Yeah, yeah,
with some money.
yeah. I think where I was driving at is that when they get there and they are, you know, um, getting all this big salary and they're getting all this benefit,
Yes.
they are getting
Big cars,
cars,
free, and
their
fuel
cars
for
are,
free.
they have been everything. Even their spouses are being paid as if
Even
they are.
bodyguards.
Everybody just so you see how where the money goes, and you serve this. You are supposed to be a politician to represent people
And
for a
serve
period
them.
of time,
Yes.
be it 2 years or 4 years, and for that period of time you do nothing. You just enrich yourself. But what is more painful is that when these people leave, you know, let's say they
Their
are
term
voted
is,
out
yes.
in the following election, they didn't win. You'll be surprised that they are even making more money and they are still being paid for what for having served before in the previous 1 or 2 or 3 depending on how long that person was there.
Yeah.
So it's so disturbing where you have a governor, for example, who's getting paid, handsomely, and then after the election, and when he leaves office, he still continues to get paid as a what? An ex-politician. So you have another governor there, you have ex-governor still being paid almost the same thing that he was paid when he was there. So this is why they fight in politics in
To
Africa
get in
to
there.
get in there. So they will look for money.
And
They will
that's
do
why we'll
anything it
never
takes.
then go far, because if you look at maybe some of the money that goes through those loopholes, will be the money developing the hospital, will be the money developing the schools, the roads, because we are always borrowing, and especially I can speak for Kenya where we're borrowing from China. All the infrastructures are from China borrowed money, and China is not going to be giving up on their money, and they're coming to do business, and sometime because it's borrowed money, you are going to be overwhelming the people who are really at lower level, because you get the deals, they come, they say, okay, we're building this, we need this kickback, and the have continue to have more, the have not continue to live a life of poverty and miserable uh, um, kind of life that like there's no hope.
I think the only way these things can change is if the citizens themselves they can learn to fight and fight and fight and fight back. Because you see, sometimes, especially in Africa, we talk about these things every time, where people just think, they say, oh, you know, mm, by God's grace, it's going to be out of there
And
next
pray,
year.
yeah.
Next year, it's going to be out of there. Another politician will come, do the same thing. Everybody will still be saying, oh, by God's grace,
Yeah.
we thank God that it's only going to be there for 2 years or 3 years. You keep thanking God and you keep getting
So
these people
can we
every
blame
time.
these on our education system, that maybe we don't question so much, we take things as they are, and sometimes we get so suppressed and oppressed that we just know that those are the have, so we're just gonna take anything that they bring to us.
Yeah, it's just it's part of it. You know, the electors in Africa, they don't speak up. You know, and if they speak up, by protesting, peaceful protest, see, they are crushed by the same politicians
Yes.
who use the service of the soldiers and the police to crush the people that are protesting peacefully, to say, you guys are not doing what we are elected to do. So at the end of the day, everybody just want to they want to stay home, be peaceful, because it's like nothing's working.
I think also something we can learn from maybe in developed countries like here is that the middle class is a very minimal number, so, and because they are already making their own money, they don't worry about the poor people. So because I think in developed countries, people who are middle class, that they speak up, they ask, like if you are driving and you have a pothole on the road there, you're going to speak up because you're paying taxes and your car is going to be wrecked, and you're not the only one who's speaking. So I think Africa have small number of middle class, and I could be wrong, that sometimes because they're comfortable from their own income, they're not able to speak for the whole other people, which is a big number who are living in poverty.
Yeah, I think for me, I just despise politicians, the bad ones. There are a few good ones, eh? There are a few good ones who really care for the people.
Of course.
You know, so.
But I think they also get corrupt. Or what do you think?
Yeah, they get corrupt. They get corrupt.
If you join, they say the birds of same.
The birds of the same feather flock together.
Flock together. So once you get there, you start flying like.
Yeah, but it's sometimes it's disturbing though, because sometimes you even see some of these youths, young politicians, who are criticizing and accusing, castigating the older ones. When they get there, you'll be surprised what they are doing, and you said you just ask yourself, what is going on here? This guy, we just voted for him to represent us because we think that he's a youth, or he's in our group of persons or class, type of person, and he gets there, he's flocking with the same old folks that have embedded the country. So it demoralizes people. So
I hear you.
For me, politicians. I want to tell you to politicians here, because you are the problem in Africa. I call you politicians because you are, not all of you, but majority of you are thieves. And somebody should have to tell you that you are thieves, because you are there doing nothing for the people. You get salary, you get cars, your family, your wife,
bodyguard.
You have homes, everything. You are collecting all these things, and you are not serving the people. And you travel abroad, you see what is going on there.
Your kids learn
abroad. Your kids are abroad, but you are supposed to be serving the people there. You are not doing this. You are not doing anything. So, and fellow Africans, look for your politicians that are not doing anything. Go to them and tell them what they are not doing. And disgrace them. If they come to you, and not for helping you to do something for you, when they come to you, don't forget about them. Throw water on them. Drive them away.
I think
so. That's the way. That's the only way out.
I know we are about to go on a commercial break, but I think Mr. Richard, there you're wrong, because remember, these people are powerful. They have all the power that could destroy these people. You're saying try throwing water on a politician. You will see fire.
No, you are not going to see fire. You see, that's why you see revolution of people that eventually change things in the country.
Yes,
they fought for it.
Yes.
So you cannot just say, But
I think the generations that we have right now, nobody is willing to die for for a country.
But people that want to die. Literally, they want to die because they are fighting hard. What happens is that they are not even getting the support. Mention them in every country. We have people that are really working hard to change the situation in their country.
Yes.
But they are not getting the support.
Or they get frustrated.
They get frustrated because they are not getting...
Or even pushed out of the country.
Yeah, they are not getting support. And when you have people like that, you need to have people. You need to back them up.
Yes.
So that the change everybody is clamoring for will happen. So politicians, politicians, you guys just
and we need more women.
This is not about even about women. You guys just need to change, because you are the problem.
Yes.
The citizens of that continent, ordinary citizens, they are doing an amazing job. They are working hard more than you do. So, if you are not ready to change what you are doing, forget about it. It's not your country or the continent will never change.
But just, I think it's about to go on commercial break. Please prescribe, follow us, like the video, and also share with your network. And please look up for other conversation. We are about to go on commercial break.